It appears we are live. So, hello everyone, and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. How are we all doing this fine, delightful, delicious day? I'm going to have to make sure that's paused, even though I have set the volume to 0. This time doubly so because last time, yay. Yeah, we're back again. Guess where we're not back? Still, what is this, week 5? Or week 6?
I've lost count now.
I have completely lost count. To the point at which starting to, I don't want to say settled because we don't like it here, but like doing things that we were like, oh, we won't bother bringing that across because we'll be back home in 2 weeks. That's what they said. 2 weeks. They said 2 weeks. It was going to be calm. So today I went, fuck it, put my hands in the air after working yesterday and the day before on the floor, on this floor chair setup, which I was like, I could do a couple of weeks of this, which I could fine, and now I'm getting fucking sick of it. So I went and I got my actual main rig, which was, I forgot how fucking heavy that computer is. My God. I was sweating bullets by the time I actually got that back here, even though I took a cab, but I had to descend and ascend a number of flights of stairs. So, there's that. And the thing is just so goddamn heavy, along with a lamp and a pair of trousers that you really wanted and couldn't live without. So, you're welcome.
What? I like pants.
I know you do. You keep whinging. Anyway. So, General Kenobi. Okay. Yeah. So I've brought that computer across, and the plan is this week, seeing as we may or may not have discussed before, I'm pretty sure we did. I wanted to replace the desk at home and get a decent chair so that I could actually sit under the desk and sit with my back on the chair instead of leant forward in a sort of hunched position, which has been killing my back for the longest time and making working just a massive fucking chore. I was like, well, fuck it. It's always 2 weeks. I phoned the woman who is in charge of our shit this week, and I said, what, wagwan? And she's like, oh, I'll talk to the guy in charge. He was off last week. He'll be on this week. Brilliant. Spoke to him again. I spoke to her again, and she said, oh, I'll get in touch with him and I'll give you a call as soon as I have. That was Monday. Haven't heard a peep. Couldn't get through to her when I tried on Friday, so yay. So we still literally have no goddamn idea how long we're going to be here. So I was like, I want a new desk. I want a new chair. Let's just fucking get them delivered here. Because if Amazon, whatever happens, if it all goes tits up, Amazon will likely just give us a new one, give us some money back or whatever. But my thinking is, and this is, as much as I don't believe in supernatural, superstitious stuff, just sod's law is true. It's just a fact that when you try to do one thing, the world will go, ha, fuck you, like 50% of the time. So it works out great for me either way, because if I order that stuff and it takes a few days, unlike other Amazon stuff, so if it takes a couple of days and then, we get a call and so everything's proceeding really fast and you'll be back by Friday, and like, well, that's a pain in the ass. I don't even get to use the stuff, but at least I'm out. But if I don't order it next week, it's a fact that we'll just hear nothing from them and we'll be stuck here yet a fucking again. But yeah, I'm getting set up a little bit more properly, which hopefully it won't make any difference to the quality of my videos, or slightly improved, but I don't know. I think I'm terrible anyway. But hopefully it will make it easier to work. And the great thing about the floor chair and the floor table that I've been working on is that can then be transferred to Mrs. Sick, who's been doing arty stuff from the bed. And she can have her own little desk, like right in front of her, which hopefully it should make it easier for her to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot easier having an actual desk.
Because you've been a busy little bastard this last couple of weeks doing, last few weeks doing designs for the t-shirts. And we recently started, because we got demonetized several times for several lengths of time. Not this last video, thankfully. Oh, thank you, Blind Girl. Bear says you broke his car suspension. Bear's a liar.
Bear said he wants to ride you in a battle.
Yeah, Bear says a lot of things. I don't listen to him. Shit, what was I saying? Oh, yes. Because of many demonetizations, we didn't want to. I say I, because I'm the man. I make the decisions. I make the decisions, but you berate me until I make the decision you want half the time. It's all the decision I should make.
Yeah.
So, it's like I get to feel like I'm making the decisions. That's how that works. But I get to make all the tech decisions, and that's all that really fucking matters.
Oh yeah, I don't do techie shit. That's your thing.
Yeah. So we've started proceeding more towards getting fucking merchandise actually sorted out, and we started looking into this memberships thing, because at first I was a bit like, oh, what is it then? But there's some things that it can do that are quite fun, and nobody has to do it, and we don't expect anybody to do it, but it allows you to put up your own custom icons and emojis. And so Mrs. Sick has been working on a few. And, we thought we'd ask if you had any ideas of custom emojis you'd like to be able to use, because I think they'd be pretty hilarious.
What are regular Sick gimmicks, essentially?
Yeah, because I don't really know what people have really caught on to. Like, we got mayonnaise and coconuts and gravy between us.
Yeah.
And you did a flat Earth icon, which was pretty cool.
Icon, yeah.
So, if you do have any idea, I don't know. I mean, you can put them in the chat, and I guess I could go back through it, but don't expect that. But if you have any ideas, comment them at me, like on Twitter or somewhere, which is a little bit more permanent than this. I mean, some ideas here, we'll try and read them and keep up with them. But
getting a wrench only works if Sick is drunk and you pay money.
Yeah, because Sick doesn't like talking about money. I fucking hate it. Someone's already gravy. It's got to be gravy.
Yeah, I'm going to be working on a few of them as well. As far as I could tell with the membership thing, is you get like a little emojis and icons and stuff for live chats. And we're also thinking about maybe doing, for memberships only type thing, doing an exclusive maybe live stream thing, but we're not sure yet.
We're not sure what people really want, so we're mostly just spitballing ideas. I mean, ultimately, I work as hard as I can at the moment, so, and I mean, if the desk works out, then I'll probably be able to work a little bit more, but I don't know. But trying to do things that we know we can do is the main sort of...
Could people get de-wrenched for cash?
I would be willing to, for a high enough amount of money, to de-wrench someone of your choice. Like 50, give me $50, I'll de-wrench anyone who is... in fact, I'll wrench them and then de-wrench completely anyone if you want.
I'm not doing a marijuana emoji. It has to be kosher. Come on.
I don't know. You could...
I don't know if that would sit well
just
with
put
YouTube.
A leaf.
I could do a leaf. I could...
You should put a marrow.
Horse nut
Horse chestnut.
Chestnut, yeah, they kind of look like.
So you put in quotes horse chestnut leaf.
Yeah.
Or tomato leaves look a little bit like.
Yeah.
Tomato leaf. I mean, it's not. It's the only reason that is even remotely
A
a meme.
blind girl emoji.
Yeah, probably need a blind girl emoji. Just an emoji specifically for her or for people to reference her. But would she know? I don't know how Siri works. If there was an emoji, I guess because most emojis nowadays are like 2 fucking colons either end, and then you write the word for it.
Yeah.
So I imagine that Siri can read them out. Of course, someone might go, blind girl, and then blind girl emoji. Chinese maple emoji. Oh, right. We're sticking with the weed. Siri just works, except when she doesn't. I thought someone said Siri is a bigot. It was frigid. My eyes need to be adjusted. But yeah, so that's sort of our ideas for more solid things channel-wise to do in the near future. I really hope we're out of here sooner rather than later. But if it's going to be later, I'd rather be able to work without having to get up and walk around every half an hour. Or just do something that isn't. I figured out that I was lying back and I was procrastinating, not because I didn't want to work, but because I wanted to stop leaning forwards, and I can't really work properly. So I just put on like a video and be like, "Ow, my back!" Yeah. So that shit is just If anyone does know of like a universally, this is a class chair, that would be some useful information.
$3.99.
Well, the one I'm looking at the moment is quite expensive, but I have sat in it and thought, fuck me, this is a really comfortable chair. And I see a lot of this stuff now, it's sort of as an investment. The more I'm able to work, the better. It's the Corsair chair.
A stand-up desk. There you go. Because I'd work well with your plantar fibers on the bottom of your feet.
Fucking hell. Can't imagine being in more pain. Like I could do a stand. Well, I could do one of those. Like I could do standing up for a bit, which would help my back. But stand up, there's the ones that raise and lower sort of automatically.
So flat Earth Globalist, he's coming out with some great emoji ideas.
All right. What are some?
I got a breatharian stick emoji.
A stick person.
Yeah, a B12 coughing.
B17, but yeah.
Oh, you're B17.
Oh my god. I mean, I've not done any breatharians yet. That is a subject to cover. See that a sit-stand desk. What is electrical and moves up and down with motors? What is? That is, god damn it, man. With a name like El Malio Semper Fict or Visit or whatever, you'd think you'd English a bit better, or maybe you wouldn't. Anyway, I've thought about the. I haven't thought about in this particular instance because they're fucking expensive. But again, would it be worth it? And I don't know. I don't know if any of you have any of those fancy desks, but they seem like maybe half fad, half good idea. I definitely don't want to be stood for fucking because. A video takes me from anywhere from 6 hours to like 20 to make, dependent on the complexity and the research and the just spending time trying to come up with really fucking stupid jokes. I don't really want to be stood at something for a long time. And I, like Miss Six said, I can't. I have these big growths on the bottom of my feet that cause me not an insignificant amount of pain when they flare up. So that, I don't know, that might be a good idea, but...
Oh, Object of Hate's come up with a good one.
If you do the breatharians, I think the nukes don't exist crowd might be of interest too. They seem to dovetail quite a bit. Nukes don't exist. I mean, I know that power stations don't exist. That's a fact backed up by the science. Nukes don't exist. Like, wow. As you know, there's moments that you forget just how mental some people are because they have no fucking frame of reference and belief in humanity. Apparently, like as much as I mock the humans, like I like to think that generally people are good and they don't lie to you, not on purpose, but or most of the time, not always. Obviously, some people are absolutely cunts. But just the wild ideas that some people go, nukes don't exist, you know. Yeah. Hydrochloric acid is dietary supplement ones. Yeah, I've heard of those particular ones. There's a lot. There's a lot. If you ever have an idea, wait, what is that? Barker Lounger message function. You'll never want to get a massage my Barker Lounger with message function. Oh, I'm getting a text as well. Dumbass. We actually have a massaging office chair, and Miss Sick likes it, but I don't.
Yeah.
And I bought it for me.
I like it because it's got heating pads in it as well.
It's heating, but you also like that. They're weird, very weird. No, I'm going to need a chair that I can actually, like I said, work from. I can't imagine being able to sit at a desk with a Barker Lounger, if that's what I think it is. But that does sound kind of amazing. But yeah, so I'm probably going to get. I'm definitely going to. I need to go measure my workspace because I forgot to do that while I was there picking up the computer because I'm stupid. But hopefully that should just make life just a little bit easier, as much of a pain in the ass as everything is. I really like. I went home today to pick up that computer, and I was just like, I like it here. Can I just stay, please? It's not even like it's a fucking state. It's a massive mess, but it's my mess.
Floor chair is a chair without any legs.
Yeah, basically. There's a lot of different types of floor chair, but it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah, they're quite Japanese looking.
So this one, the one we have, isn't particularly.
But it's a Japanese concept.
Yeah, and I wish I'd have thought of just. But again, I thought we were going to be in here for a couple of weeks, and
just get one of those sex swings.
Just get a sex swing. Can you imagine? Just it'd be like bloody Mission Impossible. Dun 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 dun. Penis joke. Penis joke. Yeah, it's called a beanbag. We looked at beanbags. And
all of them looked pretty pathetic, though.
They were all really cheap, even the expensive ones. Like they would just explode. And I'm a bit of a fat fuck. Working on it. We've been quite good this week, actually.
I have, considering how bad my cravings get.
Oh, so I didn't get any credit.
I went shopping today and I bought mini rolls, and then after I bought them, why did I buy mini rolls?
Yeah, I saw that. That's why I've hidden them. I have to eat all the things that you buy that you're not supposed to buy. But we're working on that. Oh, that's always a work in progress. That's one of the reasons I wanted to get my computer back here, so that I could leave the one that I've been working on for the past few weeks, which is supposed to be the VR computer.
No, I'm not preggers. God, no. Been through that. Not again.
If you get pregnant again.
Oh, God, no.
That one's yours.
Oh, my.
Yeah. I'll keep the twins. They're more marketable. And if you have more than one, then I'm just going to put you in some sort of ship and fire you into the sun.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, you can't be trusted. Yeah.
Lol stick. Wow.
And
I have hormone problems. I get cravings. Leave me alone.
you have hormone problems and self-control problems.
Yeah.
Like you will sit there. She gets really, really angry. She gets really, really hangry. And and I have quite a lot of problems saying no because I'm a people pleaser. I know it's weird, but it's true. So when she's like really upset, I was like, "What's up?" It's, pizza. Like literally.
I do get cravings for gravy sometimes.
And if I even slightly want it myself, it's so easy to give into it. So I'm having to be like, I'm just like, no, fuck it. And the next time, like, I'll have deleted the Just Eat app for the 3rd time yet. But it's so hard. I think being miserable is just not good. But enough of problems. It does sound like that, but she's had cravings since before we had kids and since afterwards. Yeah. The biggest problem is that we're not quite as poor as we used to be. So now we're up to the level of not poor. That is, we can afford a takeaway every so often. And that was just.
Oh, whereas before we never had any takeaway, we were.
Before we lived in the fire flat, which is what is always going to be known as now, we would have takeaway. Like
they're calling you again.
It's hard to say. We would have a takeaway like once every couple of months, and it was always the same takeaway because it was this ridiculous. It was like 8 pieces of chicken and chips and a garlic bread pizza and so many fucking chips and a bottle of Coke. And it was like £8.
It was like £8 and it was like a meal that lasted like 3 days, wasn't it?
Yeah, we could eat that for a few days, at least until, for the next day. So, that was a semi-common occurrence. But you started getting sick of it because you don't like chicken on the bone.
No.
Occasionally they'd send in like burger chicken type thing, not like it was
chicken fillet.
Yeah, it was a fillet-esque, but it's the sort of thing that you'd stick in a southern fried chicken burger. They were nice, and I really liked those, but I wasn't allowed them because they were the only ones you could eat.
Yep.
So that was sad face. Bovril is not a beverage.
True. Bovril looks like something from the pits of. It's like a tar pit. That's what it looks like.
Is Bovril the one that's a bit like Marmite?
Yeah.
I'll have a pint of the black stuff. You can't drink a pint of Bovril. Oh man. Yeah. So like I said, I've moved the VR PC permanently into the living room area of this place.
I pronounce my T's more so if I'm around sick. If I'm around my mum, I'm less likely to pronounce T's.
Yeah, that's why I keep finding that mess of T's on the floor around you. It's just terrible.
There's tea bags everywhere.
I just drop tea. Yeah, you speak proper good like what I does sometimes.
Oh, don't go on about his burp. He can make himself burp. It's disgusting. No, it's wrong.
5 out of 10, you can burp better than that. Did I burp? I don't remember burping. I do it so much. God, if you had all the burps I did within the videos.
Button.
Oh, I see.
Oh, right. I get it now. Okay.
They're trying to make you say things again. If someone says say something, that's when you don't say it and you say $10, please. Yeah, one of the other things was was going to be working. Well, I did work on Friday, but on Thursday night, we were like, oh, God, we're knackered. Let's have a couple of drinks and just chill out. And it was really nice. And then we played lots of VR and got a bit tipsy.
And watched Daredevil.
And yeah, I got pretty wrecked.
Yeah, because you're having Godfathers with hardly any coke in it.
No, they had loads of Coke in it. It was filled up to the top with Coke.
Not the one you gave me, it wasn't. It was like paint thinner. And I was like, how can you drink this?
That was when we were running out of cola. And I was like, I can't have these without cola because I'm a savage. Oh, but sir and lady sick, burp competition.
No, I don't do burp competitions.
That's because I'd win.
No, I'm better at farting than burping.
You can't fart on command, though.
No, I can't.
It's almost St. Patrick's Day, which means Irish grenades. Oh my God, I've never heard.
That sounds pretty dangerous.
Yeah, but I've decided to take a month off of drinking again to see how I feel. So sick. Here is my $10 US currency question. If your lady answers, I'll donate and challenge others to beat my donation. What celebrity here in the US would she say you most look like?
I'm not sure, really.
Do you wanna get a Google image search up?
You like a
take a picture of me and reverse image search me.
You like a mixture. Let me see. I can't remember what his name is. Let me check what his name is.
Is it David Boreanaz because of my epic forehead?
No.
Although my head is nowhere near that square.
You like a mixture of what's it?
I've got the body of Hathor Bjornsson.
You've got a similar shaped head to Jason Statham.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not US though. They said US specifically.
Oh, US. Okay, I'm gonna be nice to you and say Jason Momoa face.
I have no idea who that is.
He's the guy who played Aquaman, and he's well fit.
Oh.
And that's been very generous to you. but a lot paler, more ginger. And
more ginger?
He's Tom Hardy's American, isn't he? Or is he British?
Tom Hardy is I think he's English.
Yeah, you kind of look a bit like him as well. You've got very similar eyes to him.
Eleminus Pooh. Come on, Sick.
Danny DeVito!
Danny DeVito!
No, I look like Danny DeVito.
Sick is not a ginger. Sick has ginger flecks. That's not the same thing. And they're all in the beard.
You've got a mixture of all colours, though.
My hair is brown with blonde streaks.
Yeah, with blondie, like really dark blonde or light brown, and then he's got a gingery brown beard, and then his body hair is all blonde.
Right, he's given $10 for that.
Thank you.
So that is true. But
the guy from Metallica.
What, James Hetfield?
Yeah, you look a bit like him actually. When you don't have your big beard.
When I have the James Hetfield beard.
Yeah, you look a lot like him actually. There you go.
There you go. I'm pretty happy with that. Now they're going to discover who I am by making an amalgam of all the people you mentioned, and it'll be a complete monster. Although, actually, there was a weird test. I have noticed any curly hairs growing out of the earth, like on my testicles. However, a spinning testicle would usually have hairy twins spinning with it. I have no idea what's going on there. I'm going to ignore that. On the subject of combining faces together, there was an old experiment.
It's not like an Osama bin Laden beard. That's impressive beard, that though.
He has got an impressive beard, but my beard's pretty impressive. Well, had an impressive beard is the operative.
Yeah.
He got shot, and I just don't care.
Gravy.
Just gravy. $11, gravy. if you, I can't remember who it was, but he was trying to mix faces together as criminals to make like the ultimate criminal-looking guy, and he kept finding that every time he did it, he just made someone who was more handsome than either or. And basically, human beings really do quite like average faces. Like in general, some people don't. You know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
I like people who don't look like
normal,
very like conventionally attractive or angelic looking. I like people who look average looking because I find that way more attractive. It's probably why I'm with you.
Well, like I knew a guy who was a model, and he was stunning to look at. It was like he had
striking features,
really striking features, really sort of like a smoky face. No, I wasn't attracted to him, but he was a really good looking dude, and you could tell that he was a model before they even mentioned it to you. And
one of my friends at school.
But he was also really fucking weird looking.
It was one of my friends at school, and he was struggling for ages to choose what career path he wanted. He had absolutely no idea. He had no interest in anything else. He said, I like video games, but there's no way I can code it, or there's no way I can create it. I'm rubbish at art, so I have nothing like that. And then he said he was at a pub with some friends, and someone came up to him and said that he's got a perfect face for photography, and gave him a card and took some model shots with him. And then within like 6 months, he got headhunted to do more model shots. And he's like, because he had a very striking face, and he's like, he did really well with it. And I was like, fair enough, there you go, you found your thing.
No homo. You need to take your pills. Where are your pills?
I brought them in here.
They're there. She doesn't take her pills. She sort of turns into a Hispanic gentleman. I don't know. I was trying to think of the most random, stupid thing.
I don't know. I'm already turning into a gentleman, so.
She has a thing for him. Sick. Look out. I don't care. If she wants to run away and chase after some random, then I'm just going to change the locks. It's really, really quite simple. Gravy. That's it. Oh,
I'm so in the background. I've become a rumor.
Become a rumor.
That's really good. No, the pill to reduce fluid in my body. Isn't that nice? Gravy. That's it. Love the videos.
Yeah. Wanted to congratulate you on making it to 35k. Have you any plans when you hit 50? I used to make plans for hitting certain milestones, and every fucking time I did, I would just zoom past those milestones. I guess I should start doing that again because, yeah, I wanted to do something for 10k, but I was at 13k before I knew it, and I was like, oh, well, that kind of missed the boat on that, and then wanted to for 20k, but that came and went before I knew it again, and it's like, I can't. I'm not very good at the whole. I think if I ever hit 100k, then I'll definitely do something, even if it's after the fact. Might do something on 50k. I don't know. It depends.
Yeah, I've got sort of planning things in the works and stuff. It's just a case of like organizing it and making sure we have things set aside so we can actually do things. Like you've been talking about doing the live action sick thing for years now.
Yeah, it's been a long time in the work. It's just a lot harder.
Getting the actual suit made and things will be really expensive.
And it's just having the time to organize it all. Just it's all a pain in the ass, but that's what I want to do. Just
hey, Kyla gets it. Pills that make me piss like a racehorse.
I I can't remember what I was listening or reading. I can't remember which, but I heard a story.
Yeah, they're just regular ones. They're supposed to just reduce fluid in my body to stop my brain from exploding.
Well, that doesn't make your brain explode. You just have spinal fluid forced out of your eyes, nose, and mouth.
Basically, what it is when spinal fluid goes up to my head, my brain goes and just leaves it there rather than trying to get rid of it. So it causes a lot of pressure build up in my head.
Cersic action figures. I would buy the shit out of a Cersic action figure. Like one of the things, like, it would be really weird.
Turn up there, yeah. Look. What? Turn up to a flat Earth conference dressed as a crusader.
I mean, no. Mostly because people. Like, I like that. There's all these ideas. Oh, you should go see this group, or you should go talk to that group.
You have no confidence to do stuff like that.
Like, I can meet people, that's fine, but I just don't. As I grow older, I grow more and more introverted and jaded.
With swivel action eyes.
Swivel action eyes. I can't think of whether that would just be like spinning eyes or like suspicious looking eyes. I know people that can get plate armor.
Deus Fallout Vault.
I mean, there's only like a little bit of arm plate armor on the avatar. I want to make something that looks like my avatar. That's the plan. And some of it, I'm trying to figure out how to cheat it. Like, because I know that ring mail is extremely heavy, chain mail, or whatever you want to call it. Even if you've got like the lightest version of it, when you hit 50k, you join a live stream with me. Only if you get me there, like in the next 2 weeks. Go to work.
Bob Johnson, I don't qualify for a shunt. My condition's not as bad.
Well, yeah. You're still in the early stages of figuring out how bad it is.
Yeah, I'm going to go see the neurologist sometime in April, and they're going to tell me if the pills are working or not. Yeah. IIH, yeah, that's it.
Like, I think in terms of like doing live streams with people, like I think about doing that, and
it would be fun to do that though, because
probably
it'd be nice to actually talk to people who watch your videos.
I think I need to talk to the doctor about getting some sort of tranquilizer because as I grow older, I get more and more anxious. Everything makes me anxious. That's one of the things. One of the reasons.
Just hear the furniture options available.
Just here for the furniture options. Oh, I mean, I could talk about furniture again. Well, I can't wait to start actually making.
Oh, you got Hollywood Fakes chainmail with silver-plated woolen jumpers. That might be a good option.
A silver-plated woolen jumper.
Because one of the things that I'm worried about is it being really heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to be at least. I mean, for a fat fuck, I can move, so I want to be at least somewhat nimble to do really. I've got
a fat roll over the forest, basically.
I don't know about fat rolling. I'd be worried about getting it all dirty.
It will get dirty.
I'm sure it will. Like the first set of plans is literally to spend like a couple of weeks on off just going places and doing stupid things for various skits. But yeah, but I don't think I'd ever like do full time sick in the videos. Like I wouldn't do a Logic, mostly because that's his thing, and partly because I just think live action sick is something that's more for almost for mundane things.
Yeah, Sick does have a Discord, but good luck seeing him on it.
Yeah, like I checked it today but Discord drives me up the fucking wall. every time I have it, it's just plinking at me all the time.
And if you want
to drives me mental.
if you want to contact him, Twitter is the best place.
Yeah, I'll talk to you on Twitter quite happily. Send me a message on Twitter DMs, and if it's just hi, just telling you that you're great, then I'll just look at it. And if it's can you talk to me about this? Then if I know anything about
it. For the love of God, cider drinker, really.
What's up?
Don't trust the urologists. Sometimes they take the piss.
Sometimes they drink it, spread it all over their face.
Oh,
what?
That's a weird conspiracy theory. They're not checking your piss for anything. They just want to collect it to drink it.
Oh, the way they taste, they're trained. They drink it and then they know
what's wrong with you.
Yeah. That would be my conspiracy. No, I like that though. You're taking the piss, mate. Good job. Golden showers. Nice. This is demonetized.
Hey, don't bring me this in. I want us to tranquilize me in order to get disability allowance.
Mute the servers in Discord, else it gets annoying real quick. The only problem with that is then the opposite thing happens where, like, once I do mute them, then I stop looking at them, and then Discord is just an annoyance that pops up. Usually with loads of I also, one of the main things I don't like is just conversations that are endless, where you have to sort of, in order to get the context of what people are talking about now, you have to go up and look through fucking 8,000 messages. And I just don't have the patience for that anymore. It's the same thing of why I don't play multiplayer games. Just interacting with people to anything other than something that's kind of about me, like these, or Twitter works for me because most of the things are self-contained, and if there is a thread, it's usually quite short. If it's long, then I just can ignore it. But once you get into it, then you're into it. But it's still separate off essentially from the rest of Twitter. So yeah.
I've been searching for Sir Sick US tour tickets for nothing. I think Sir Sick's supposed to be like a rapper or something.
I believe that there's a rapper with the name Sir Sick, but he doesn't seem to have done anything more than like create a page somewhere. So
Sick, do you know your opening sounds like fuck's sake? That's a new one.
Fuck's sake. I've heard a lot of different ones, a lot of different takes on it. It is, for those of you who don't know, supposed to be Sir Sick. Oh, and the stuff in the background isn't arrows, it's debris. The amount of people say, I've been sat here for 3 hours watching your videos, and not one of those bloody arrows has hit the castle. And I'm like, the castle's smoking? This is after a siege? I think it's really obvious what's going on. But maybe I'm just insane. But yeah, it's not arrows, it's debris. And if you ever see someone asking, you go, it's debris, you goddamn piece of shit. It's got an S on the end. Debris. It's kids throwing rocks. Flat Earth Globalist, are you drunk?
I'm not cool enough to be shy with you. Get as many viewers as I have subs.
Not insane sick. I know it was rubble from the walls. Yeah. Kat, what are you doing?
She's kneading.
Of course. Yeah. So, got a few things coming up. Might be here for weeks, might be home next week, who the fuck knows. But we know the best way to make something happen is to do something that would make that annoying. So, yeah, hopefully it'll get sorted soon, but whatever.
Yeah, cat stuff, duh.
Cat stuff, duh. What are you doing? What time is it? How long has this been going now? Oh, that's only half an hour, isn't it?
Yeah.
I started at like 27 past 10. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else to talk about. That's the other downside to here is I can't really concentrate on goings on. I can't even remember what my video is about. B17. Oh, that was fun. Cure cancer with cyanide.
You suck, man. Still not played a game yet on PS4.
What, me? I've played loads of games on PS4. Or do you mean played with you? Because I don't play. Like I said, I don't really do stuff with other human beings for the most part. Like the only multiplayer game that I ever play with any consistency is Rocket League because it's super goddamn fun. But like I've played one literally yesterday.
Speaking of that, Shady Boys just turned up.
Oh yeah, yeah. Dab on your bedtime sick. Yeah, Shade. I played my first multiplayer VR game with him yesterday, which was I want to call it State of Decay, but that's not what it is. Arizona Rising or something like that, which was really fun. It's the first time I've played a you move about rather than you just stand still VR game in about 3 weeks, and I realized it started making me feel quite like I'd sweat a lot, and I thought it was because of the headset, but then I realized I was sweating in places where I shouldn't have been. I was like, okay, that's getting to me. But it was really fun. I stuck my finger up his virtual bum, which was like literally the first thing I did. And then I went in my brain and went, I have seen so many other people do that. Why is there such an urge to virtually molest the other people? But it was really good. Mystic actually had the idea because if I was,
I had an idea.
Yeah, I know. I was shocked too. I had to check if you were still you. If there's anybody out there who has a VR set or might do something somewhere, like hit me up on Twitter. Like something very unserious, because I'm not interested in like super competitive shooters and shit like that, because I can't stand that shit. But just like something for dicking around that's got a reasonably low skill ceiling. That could be a fun thing to do. Maybe a streamy thing. I don't know. It's just an idea. There's always ideas. 90% of the stuff I think I'm going to do.
Random Goon's the one who did with the PS4. Because he just said I love the artwork. First thing I did was put it on my wall.
Oh yeah.
I put it on my wall next to my desk. I love it.
Oh yeah. I'm sure I've added him, but I don't really play multiplayer games, so like it's very unlikely to happen. I'm pretty sure I did say I'm very, very bad at playing multiplayer games with anyone. Like even people I know. My preference, like in all seriousness, if I could get the lot of you into my living room, we'd have a blast playing some fucking multiplayer game. I've got so many controllers and no goddamn friends. That's why I like having kids. I've played Gang Beasts with them. If you haven't seen it, you basically play as these sort of clay-bodied little men, and you can put them in various suits. And you've got basically it's a physics-based. I hesitate to say brawler, but you can basically pick each other up and chuck each other off of buildings. And it's quite a lot of fun. And I was doing that with the kids, and it was terrific fun. And I like that sort of shit. I can't stand playing Terraria with them because they're scared of the monsters. And I can't stand playing Minecraft with them because all they do is put on creative mode and then fly around and just set off TNT. And that's just like, okay, that's fun for you. I'm so fucking bored. I like playing survival mode. So yeah, like that's the kind of shit that I'm into. I love I love having my best mate around and just playing games split screen for like a few hours. That shit is just my absolute jam. I've never found online play particularly stimulating, and I don't know why. I think it's just because of growing up in that era where you always got your mates round and you'd bring your console, and they, you know, I had a PlayStation, my mate had an N64, and then we'd spend countless hours playing the games we had. And every console came with a couple of controllers as well. It was fucking lit. I miss that shit. And online gaming just isn't the same. Gang bang, sick night, sweet. I'll make the ads. The ads are the aids. Do you know what though? Like, if I'm ever big enough to do some sort of convention, which is fucking unlikely,
sitcom.
but I think what I do is we just get like a, because I can't imagine it would be ever be a big thing, but you know, whatever, if it was big enough, just get like a projector and a bunch of multiplayer games and just dick around. That sounds grand.
Pay me, Park.
I forgot about Lumpy Bumpy Custard. Sitcom, hell yeah. I only play Arma 3. So that is literally the opposite of the type of game that I would play. Even though I find Arma very interesting as a concept. Must leave, but just wanted to give you the biggest yank thank you for your efforts to bring us some of the most entertaining vids on YouTube. And don't forget the shittest streams. Might as well start calling them shit streams, but that makes it sound like diarrhea.
You're welcome.
Sitcom sounds too much like syscom to me. Okay. It's just a really nice fart. I just wanted to let everybody know. Hopefully it smells.
It better not.
Sir Sitcom, I'd buy a ticket to travel even if it's just for the day. That would be like genuinely mental. That's something that I even if I were to get big enough for that to make any sense. Again, it's people in a room. I think I'd just hide from you all.
Oh God, I could taste it. Oh,
you can taste it.
That's what
Oh, right.
Said. Oh,
I thought you were saying that.
No.
I mean, one of the things that I'm supposed to be getting back into, and it's the reason I bought the Stream Deck sort of just before Christmas, was Twitch streaming, and I never got back round to that, which it's still something I want to do. But I think I'm hoping that it's just an issue with the fucking chair, and being comfortable at the desk will make it so much easier. Like I've enjoyed these streams a lot more being in the living room. So that's another thing that I'm definitely going to set up is, I don't know if it's going to be like wireless lapel mics or just having something like the Yeti that's just sat in the living room permanently.
Everyone comes dressed as the avatar so you can blend in. Yeah. That would be terrifying.
Just walk in and all these fucking crusaders with red scarves look at me. Just
you have to, and the challenge is you have to guess who's the real Sig.
Have a Sir Sick lookalike contest. If I can't win my own lookalike contest, I'll be really fucking disappointed. Isn't that one of the stories that is probably not true, but is still a fun story to tell? Is that Charlie Chaplin entered a Charlie Chaplin lookalike contest and came third, or something like that.
Elvis did as well.
Yeah,
he came second.
Yeah, but you can't. Usually, stories like that are probably bullshit. Where's Sir Sick? Like, where's Wally?
Imagine the hotel even look like the holy was.
Imagine the reporting. Crusade started. Right-wing fascists come to...
35,000 people turn up.
It's like, no, it's just a character. How do you people not understand this? But the Crusades were a long time ago.
I'm so sick, and so's my wife.
I can't stand that when I'll have religious people have a go at me for the avatar. I said, so what? Why does it hurt you to have this character? It looks cool, and it worked for what I wanted specifically at the time, and it's developed into something slightly different, but it's still cool. Fuck off. We're back for round 2. Yeah, I'm not invading any Holy Lands. Here's the thing. The scarf makes all the difference. I'm a social inequality crusader, not just a crusader. It's a different thing. I was trying to find out the word for, but I couldn't work it out. When you have one thing and a word that means one thing, right, but if it has other words in front of it, it changes the meaning of that word somewhat. It makes it into something slightly different. And because I consider myself a crusader against stupid.
You mean like vagina and then dripping vagina?
Dripping wet or dry?
You mean like an adjective?
A dry vagina. I mean, yeah, it's an adjective, but I don't know. You know, a dry vagina is quite different from
dry vagina. Sounds amazing.
Dry vagina sounds like the name of a band.
It does.
Yeah, but I don't think that's quite what I'm looking for. Like, maybe it is right. Maybe I was just being really, really stupid. I am quite dumb.
Oh, no, I don't use that word, Scott. No.
Moist.
No, I don't like that word.
Moist.
Is it?
I
can hear, it's just the sound of it. You can hear it. It's horrible.
The word squelches audibly. Yeah. Like, I'm sure like a couple of people would turn up, but I would
Blue waffle is amazing. Everyone should Google that.
Blue waffle?
Yeah.
I'm sure you've said something about that to me.
I said it to my mum. I went, Mum, you should really Google it. It's amazing. So she did it and sent me back, said, stupid bag.
Right, I'm doing it.
And then she told my stepdad to Google it. And he went, oh, God, it's disgusting.
Is this going to be horrible?
It's not safe for work, just to let you know.
Right, that's the Urban Dictionary. Right, well, at the moment, there's some literal blue waffles. What the fuck? Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is horrendous. I mean, is it
It got ripped so sick.
That is.
See, you should be happy mine doesn't look like that. There you go.
Yeah, but most of these are penises. Damn. There were some pretty horrific ones that I'm not sure if you'd have seen. Like that.
That looks like, you know, those sausages wrapped in bacon when you put them in the oven for too long.
Yeah,
that's kind of what it looks like.
Yeah, that's really gross. Don't look up blue waffle. You make yourself feel a bit sick, and not like me sick, like ill sick. Ill sick.
One of the ones that my friends used to get us to do because the school didn't block it at the time is go say, if you want a really good website for revising, go on meatspin.com. Like, really? Don't, just forget the name, it doesn't matter. It's a really good site for revising.
I did a bit of web development, and I had some underlings for a while. One of them used to test, would test whether the website links worked by just putting a I can't even think of the word right now, but it would link to meat spin. First time he did it to me, and I was like, for fuck's sake.
Change the subject. Have you talked about the Momo hysteria?
I just don't care. It's one of those things. We had a message from our school about it.
Yeah.
Well, for the kids' school about it. And we were like, for fuck's sake. Like, it's a prank, but now that it's been pushed so far, you know, some dickhead's going to actually try it. You know, yeah, that shit. But it's always the same. And this time next month, probably no one will be thinking about it. It's the same shit, different day. Drives me mad, really.
You used to put Bon on the teacher's smart board when he left the class. That's the sort of stuff that we used to do at school.
The prank I really like is I can't remember the name of the substance. I think it's like car wax will do it, and you write things on a mirror in a bathroom.
No, you can do it with Vaseline as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and when someone has a shower, like they'll come out and they'll just say, "I know what you did," and when they've locked the door and stuff. I like that stuff.
Yeah, my mum did it to my stepdad.
What did she put?
She just put a swear word. I think she put I can't really remember, this is when I was quite young, but I think she put on something lines of shithead or something like that. Yeah. And then it happened to me, it came up, I was like, okay, because she forgot to take it off.
Yeah, I'm not the sort of person that would instantly assume ghosty, but I know some people do.
I put laxatives in teacher's coffee once. That was a funny day. Dude was an arsehole. Wow.
I mean, a leaking one at that point. Yeah. The only time I remember anything sort of specific happening to a teacher from a student, my school was pretty fucking tame. Someone threw a balled up piece of paper at him when he turned around, and he went fucking mental. And I seem to recall when he went, "Who threw that?" And the guy was like, "Oh, no one's going to point to me," and everyone was like, "Fucking him, prick!" Oh my god.
Cling film over ladies' toilet bowls. Oh, that's mean.
Well, it doesn't work as well. Well, actually, it does, and it doesn't work as well for men. If he sits down to have a shit, then his bits touch it and goes, "What the fuck's going on?" But if he has a piss, it doesn't make a difference, because apparently blokes piss fucking everywhere, and it drives me up the goddamn wall. I want to know who's coming into the bathroom and just the disgusting blokes.
My buddy put a Viagra in the gym teacher's Gatorade once, and one day he was wearing gym shorts. Oh my god.
I want to know, are any of you...
See, we never had anything like that at my school. Most of my things at my school was stabbings and things like that. So
your school was a bit shit.
Yeah, mine was pretty brutal.
But I want to know if any of you are one of the pieces of shit that walks into a bathroom, man or woman, and just pisses and shits everywhere but the toilet. I have a funny feeling that this person, there's just one of them, and they just go from bathroom to bathroom across the country and just do it. It's just the most disgusting thing, and I can't comprehend the type of person who does it. And I bet I would put money on it being someone you would never fucking guess. Like they'd actually not be some disgusting crackhead freak, but someone who gets a kick out of it because they think it's so funny. Well, I'll just smear my shit on the door, and then I've got to piss behind the toilet, get all of that there as a nice big pile, and then I've got to get some of that on the toilet seat. I'll spread that with my hands just to make sure it gets everywhere. It's fucking disgusting. What is wrong with you? It's not as bad as I used to date this woman who had a sort of a teenage son, and he used to wipe his ass on the hand towels. Only if there wasn't any toilet paper, but it's for fuck's sake, the toilet paper was in the cupboard above you. Just get it out, you little shit. It used to drive me mad. I assume it's old people. Shit in the kettle. If you don't like a place, the best place to shit is inside the cistern if you can, because it'll take them a while to find it and the room will stink.
There's ones like that people put like shrimp and stuff in them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that proper stinks it out.
The first, or if they've got a ventilation system, that's the best way to do it because it makes the whole fucking place stink. Not that I am in any way at all endorsing this kind of behaviour.
I don't know, this is just from the girls' perspective at school though, but we never had any like people pissing everywhere and stuff like that.
No, this is more of a thing as a grown-up. They're just fucking everywhere. I never get it. And I've seen girls' toilets that are just as bad because I've worked in pubs and had to clean the toilets.
Oh, some of them are proper nasty. It's usually because it's drunk people.
But even then,
I don't know.
I've never been that drunk.
I've been really drunk before and managed to piss in the toilet fine. So I don't know. If I've been in a toilet, no matter what kind of state I'm in, I have never not been able to get basically everything in the toilet. Like, if there's ever been anything on the seat or something, I have then proceeded to clean it up because it's the tiniest amount of anything, and I'm not a fucking savage. Yeah, Brandon, good. What are you going to do about it? So what if I have a peen? It may be small, but it works hard.
It may be small, but it's mine. She has a lady peen. It makes babies. It's weird. Well, I predict people at bars don't like. I find it funny. What is that? What? I'm just confused by that one. Is he pissing off the side of fucking... As piss on the crowd down there? This won't get the shit kicked out of me by the doorman. Are toilets sexist? I always find it weird when people... Like... If women ever want like combined or gender neutral bathrooms, I think they're completely out of their fucking mind. Because while I have seen women do really disgusting things to bathrooms, I've seen lots of, most women's bathrooms are clean. Most men's bathrooms. I don't think I've ever been to a men's bathroom
There's a reason why
that didn't have something disgusting.
There's a reason why women's are usually carpeted.
Yeah. I walked past one at a club we go to, because it opens up and you can basically see into it from the main hallway, and I could see a fucking couch in there. Yeah, I couldn't fucking believe it.
Yeah, we usually have couches in there.
There's a fucking couch. I was like, "Are you shitting me?" I was like, and then I thought about it, saying, "Yeah, but a bloke would just shit on it and probably piss himself on it, thinking that it was some sort of magic fucking couch that absorbed his piss." So, yeah. If you want to keep nice women's bathrooms, fight against gender-neutral bathrooms because men are fucking gross. Proper men.
There's a tweet that I saw. It says, "Yeah, women, if you want a unisex bathroom, that's fine, but be prepared for my 2 o'clock dump that I have at work."
Yeah. It fucking stinks. Yeah. That and urinals are just more efficient for the guys who will use them. I fucking hate urinals because, again, someone will come and stand next to me and I'm like, what the fuck do you want?
I beg to differ though, Scott. Like, we've lived in pubs and men are disgusting.
Men are generally worse.
Yeah.
Men's are cleaner when they are drunk than women's are. Are you fucking insane? That's usually the worst, but still, the worst women's ones are usually in pubs, but most of them are great. But when I find a gent's toilet that is like really, really nice, I like make an act. There was this really, really big curry house. Like, I think it's called the Khyber I don't know if it still exists, but it was in this huge building, and it's like, oh, biggest curry house in the world. And the toilets were fucking lovely. They were really, really clean. They obviously kept them spick and span for a place that has so many feet going through it. I couldn't believe it. But usually they're gross. Just yeah, you don't want gender neutral toilets. Like, it's just a terrible fucking idea. Even if you think, oh, but men hardly spend any time outside because they can piss standing up. Well, then make women urinals.
I've never heard of any women that actually carry around like a shiwi in their handbag.
That's pretty gross.
I know that there's women tend to get it like if they do a lot of hiking and things like that, because it's better than squatting down in the middle of a field. It makes sense to be able to stand pissing up, because
it seems to me
you don't want to get your ass on like grass or thistles or anything like that.
Or bitten by a fucking snake.
Something like that, yeah. So it makes sense, but or female truckers as well. That also makes sense, but not when you're going on a night out. No.
Why are you talking about bodily fluids? I want to go to bed not thinking about such things. Piss, blood, snot, phlegm.
Mucus. What else we got? Saliva.
Stinging nettles.
Yeah, stinging nettles, yeah.
Oh, God, can you imagine getting that on your bits?
Oh.
Oof.
Yeah,
all the oofs.
You have to rub a dock leaf on your bit.
Why are you rubbing a leaf on your bits? I sat in a stinging nettle. Leave me alone. Oh, man. No, fuck that noise. I seem to recall there was this video of a really drunk girl having a piss, squatting down, and then she just falls into it. Oh, that shit's gross. Whereas men, we're more sort of debonair about our public urination. We do it in shop doorways. That's got to be the worst fucking thing. You come to work in the morning, it's like, why does the doorway stink of piss? All right, I live across the road from a pub. Fuck. I'm not going to say that I've partaken in pissing in doorways, but I'm going to finish this sentence here.
I can't say I've ever pissed in the doorway. That's not something.
Where's the strangest place you've ever pissed?
Check that off. Probably. It was like on the side of a banking by the road, because I used to go trucking with my dad. Right. So yeah.
Was that by the motorway?
Yeah, like by the motorway. Yeah.
Fun.
I was probably, if I can remember right, I was maybe like 7 years old, something like that. Right. And there were on this particular road, it was ages before we got to a services. So yeah, my dad pulled over. There you go, do that.
Ever had your bit stung by a jellyfish? No, and fuck me, I'm glad not. I can't.
Pissing in a letterbox?
I mean, that's got to be... A guy could do that. I can't imagine a woman could
a guy could do that, but that's a bit like...
You'd have to have a really weird vagina if you could pull that off.
It's just like, like those taps you can get that has a detachable hose. Is it like that?
Oh my God. My school had a phantom pooper in my senior year. Would smear poop all over the wall. Turned out to be one of the tiny geeky kids in the AP program.
What the fuck?
What's an AP program? I remember seeing someone piss against a police station on TV. He got nicked for indecent exposure for pissing in public. See, if he'd have been anywhere else, they probably wouldn't have given a shit.
The strangest place I ever pissed was up a guy's ass.
Where's that?
Don't S. Oh, my God's sake.
Is that true?
That fucking tickled me. That's great.
And I kind of hope you're a dude, because if you're a woman and that happened, I'm just fucking confused.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm dying. Now I need a wee.
Guess it's a good time to say I'm a truck driver and listen to your videos all the time, so thank you. You're welcome, man. What's your favourite slang for your bits? Mine is the butcher shop. For a lady.
You know what mine?
Hairy axe wound. I know a lot of people.
Dungeon.
What?
What a dungeon.
I've never heard you say that.
No, but I like it.
Then why did you say you know? You know what my favourite is? No, apparently not. I think it used to be a hairy axe wound though. I like the word minge mostly because a lot of people fucking hate it, and I can see why. I just I like to say it like minge. Seems to be the appropriate way of saying it. There's infinite amounts for the cock, pecker, penis, schlong, and none of them are ever quite as offensive sounding as the ones for bits. Bearded clam, clunge. Gotta love a bit of clunge. I think it's inherent to the nature of those parts. You know, they get sticky and wet. So you're going to have wet sounding names. I like Pocket Pickle and Pickle Pocket. One for him, one for... Oh my God, that's fantastic. Would you like me to put my pocket pickle in your pickle pocket? That sounds like the most awkward set of lovers ever. Grommet, Doodle plus one. 6 pink broadsword. It's a pork sword. That's probably one of my favourite cock ones. Also plonker. It was years before I ever realised that plonker was a word for penis until I just went plonk plonk. Oh yeah.
My newest favourite one is meat scepter.
Pulls out meat scepter. Did you hear the one about the pocket pickle? Men's is pocket pickle and women's is pickle pocket because they go together.
That's cute.
Yeah, I thought that was fucking. Skin flute is a thing. Yes. Pardon me. Yeah, what's this about? It's about names for roast beef pocket sandwich. It's just roast beef sandwich. Who puts pocket in there? No one. Pickle pocket for the win.
Stumpy lump.
I think pocket pickle pocket is just the name. You've got to have the best names for your bits. I do think people who name their genitals are probably dangerous, deranged, and should stop. In fact, I hate people who name anything that isn't a person.
I forgot. Foof. That's what my mum calls it, a foof.
Or a tuppence.
Tuppence as well.
Or tuppy.
Yeah. Or she calls it a flange or a fanny sometimes as well.
You big fanny.
Was it Vagana and Bob's?
Bob's or Vagana. Nessie and 2 haggis. God damn. Yeah, I mean, there are lots of names. I don't know how we got onto this particular subject of complete fucking nonsense, which is exactly why I don't think I would ever do a sitcom, because we'd just be sat there for like 2 hours, just people shouting out names of genitals and stupid shit like that. I don't think it would be worth anyone's time or money. Yeah, so mostly you're up to date now if you've been here since the start. Hopefully I'll make Sod's Law kick in next week by buying a desk and a chair and be able to work without being in agony. And if that gets us back home, then all the better. And I'll still have the chair to start working not in pain, maybe even actually getting around to doing the fucking Twitch streams that I've set myself up for in big fashion and just can't do because I'm an idiot. But yeah, other than that, it's very much getting time for bed, and that's the other thing we're going to try and do is stop streaming quite so late, and just
sex swing.
Yeah, I can only see a sex swing turning me into fucking Mission Impossible person. I can't remember the name of the character that Tom Cruise plays. Tom Cruise plays Tom Cruise. What are we talking about? That's all he does. Anyway, this has been another terrible stream for terrible people. I hope it's been the terriblest. And we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.